Hi everyone, Natasha here. Welcome to Natasha's Healthy Living, where we are nurturing wellness naturally. I'm up here in my office because it's time to reset my planner the rest of the way for August. So if you saw my Jane's Agenda August Deluxe subscription box unboxing video, I did update a few things in here, but not everything. So it's now the second to last day of July. I'm getting ready to head off to JordanVention, and before I go, I wanted to do a full update and reset of my planner for the month of August, because when I get back, it's going to be August and we're jumping into all the things. I also have a little bit of an unboxing for a Jordan Essentials is not what it is. Jane's Agenda items that I bought for JordanVention. So we're going to unbox that too. I'll have timestamps listed down below if you want to jump to different sections. But grab your planner, something cozy to drink, and stay tuned for more. And welcome to my office. Welcome back to my home. I'm so glad you're joining me today. So this is everything that I got in the August Deluxe subscription box from Jane's Agenda, plus a Jane's Agenda blush cover that I already had, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to switch out to that. So this is the stuff to reset for August. This is my current planner, but we're going to set both of these aside because I do want to do this unboxing first and kind of get this part taken care of. This is something that I've been kind of sitting on and looking forward to unboxing with you. I started to unbox it the other day. This is just a little collection of things I got. Let me make sure you can see everything. Okay. This is stuff that I got for putting together my little gift packs for the team members that are going with me to JordanVention, including my bestie Sarah. And this video is going up after we're at JordanVention. So now I can unbox this and share it because she will be already there and have gotten everything. Whoops, I bent the card, darn it. So this, I started to open this the other day and it was just so pretty. And then I was like, wait a minute, I got to share this with you guys. So this is just an order for stuff from the website. It's got the beautiful Jane's Agenda box. This was the pretty card that came in there, and it says July 2025, my dreams are my goals. And I'm so sad that I bent it. It wasn't bent when I got it. I just opened it and got excited and shut it real quick. And I guess it slid out, but oh well. And then it came wrapped beautifully. And this sticker, I don't think I've seen before. It says sweet moments, sweet plans. So we're going to take everything out. They have it all wrapped pretty well. Ooh, things are falling. Hold on. Let me set the box aside and get everything out of here. Okay. So we'll go through everything real quickly here. So this is a dashboard that I got. Let's see. I think I'm trying to remember which is the up. Okay, this is the way it would go because this is how the phone goes. So I just got this because I've been eyeing it for a while and I wanted it. So this is kind of for me, but I might actually, well, I'm not going to open it just yet, but I might actually end up putting this in my planner, or it may go in one of my Jordan Essentials business planner notebooks that I have put together. I have a lot of separate disc-bound planners, notebooks, whatever you want to call them, that I use for different things with my businesses. So it may be for one of those, but I thought it was pretty and I've been wanting it, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Okay, for my team, I just have a small group coming with me this year, just kind of worked out that way. So I have my bestie Sarah and one other team member, Shelly. So they're each going to get a green mild liner. This, I can't remember if this is called Moss. I'm pretty sure this color is called Moss. And green is part of the Jordan Essentials logo, so I thought that was perfect. And then I got them each the uni pen because this is an oil-based pen that writes on the sticky notes. So then I got everybody a little sticky note set, so they have kind of just the little bit of office supplies to go in their little gift pack that I'm giving them. And I have a couple other things set aside too, but this is what I got from Jane's Agenda for that. And then for Sarah, my bestie, she and I always exchange a little bit more of a gift because we do. So for her, I got the wooden sticky note holder because I love mine and I have been keeping it on my desk. I actually have some Jane's Agenda sticky notes that are in a different spot, but they're going to go in there with her little extra gift that I'll give her before we get to the main convention part. So I like that these work. You can either just lay your stacks in there. I actually have them sitting on my desk. Here you go. So this is how I've been using mine. I just have all my Jane's Agenda and other various sticky notes in here. And I love that I can easily see them and flip through them, and it just makes a handy way to grab what I need out of there and be able to see them. So I just thought that was kind of a beautiful yet useful gift that Sarah might enjoy too. So this is my little haul that I got from Jane's Agenda. And if you've kind of been around and watching, you'll know that the September box is the September deluxe, well, the September subscription box in general is a big deal because their anniversary of, I think their subscription box anniversary is in September, and it's the 5-year anniversary. And so Jane is like, she's giving us extra goodies and extra luxurious and high-end goodies with each box going through this fall, like summer and fall season. So the September ones, I can't even wait. I'm so excited. Actually, later today, she's doing a special sneak peek for all the subscribers in the subscriber Facebook group. So that's going to be fun to see as well. Okay, let me set these aside and we'll get into the planner reset. Okay, so if you saw the unboxing video, I kind of talked about how I love this gold cover, this, what is it called? Saffron vegan leather cover came in the July deluxe subscription box from Jane's Agenda, and it came in the planner lifestyle box from Jane's Agenda for July. So if you got it, it's amazing. I've been loving it, and I wasn't quite ready to change out and switch out of it. Actually, before we do all the changing, let me do a quick flip through just so you can kind of see where we are with things. So this is all pretty much the same. I think I showed you this last time I did a planner video. So I'm probably going to be taking all of that stuff out. Oh, I just remembered I was going to print an index to go in the front so that it would talk about each of my different sections, because I'm using these new tabs for the different sections. And there will be a printable, a free printable, if you want to get these cover sections. It'll just be, I can't remember if I did it blank or if I did this. You have to look. it'll be up there, but basically it's this little design with the florals, and it says the different sections. These came from the CEO boot camp that Jane did, and I checked with her and she was fine with me sharing these free printables with you guys. So I'll have that linked in the description box below if you want to get your own set of these little cover sheets to go with the different sections that we went over in the CEO boot camp. And I know I have spots where you can write it in. I just can't remember if I kept the whole thing or if I did just all blank and you can write it in. It's been a busy week. So anyway, that's kind of where we are. Now let me flip to July, just to kind of show you where we are with things in July. So this is my cover, and I'm still enjoying all of that. I did reach my goal. I'm actually almost to 1,000 for my personal volume for Jordan Essentials, so that's super exciting, and I've been making progress on things. We kind of started on the back to school stuff. I shared that in my video last week, but now we just have the shopping that we need to go do and get everything kind of finalized. And I probably could go through that, but I'm just gonna flip and show you guys. So this is my monthly spread. I've been using this tab on the bottom so I can easily find this monthly page with all of my appointments. Then I have this was just like something from the Bible chat app, so kind of a prayer that I put on the back there. I have my biohacking log, my personal month prayer and devotional stuff there, and then JV plans. I'm not going to show memories. I think I can show you memories. Basically, I just went through, I had a few of these little sticky notes around my office, so I just collected them all here, and then these were different Bible verses and quotes that I've found along the way and have been enjoying. And then I did a couple of journaling pages there for these daily journals. I haven't done any more, but that's okay. Then this was my mid-year reset. So I have that on my blog if you want to get the printable that goes along with that. That was where I did the journaling. And then we get to, those are the prompts. And then we get to the weeklies. I need to take this out for a second because this is names you can't see. Okay. So then we have how I've been using the weeklies. I did pull out the daily tip-ins because they were bulking up my planner, but it's been working really well for this month to continue to use those. I think I still have a couple of them in from last week. So I've been using the daily tip-in. Sometimes I'll make a bunch of notes on the back, and this is the hourly, and I just redated them because there were some weeks that I felt like I kind of wanted to know, like either track my time as I was doing it or plan ahead because I had a bunch of events going on. So I've been using those a little bit. As you can see, I didn't use this page much that week. This was the week of my sister's wedding, so there was a lot going on there, and I think I prepped all this ahead of time and then realized, well, a lot of this isn't even going to work because it's the wedding week. Like, I was planning ahead thinking I was just going to be home working because my daughter was at camp, but that wasn't exactly the case, but that's okay. And then this last weekend, I just wanted a daily checklist, like to-do list. So I just used these hourly sections to create that. I did plug in a couple of events, had a good 2-hour nap. That felt amazing. So that's where we left off there. And then here we are today. And this is this week. This is the one for Monday. And then I have my this is the checklist for today. So I'm working on all of this for getting everything wrapped up. This is my last day home. I have everything packed, and then tomorrow I leave for JordanVention, which is super exciting. And then we are into August, and I did start a little bit of my monthly review on the back, and August is where we're going to start setting things up. So since we're here, let's go ahead and just start taking things out of my planner because I think I'm ready to do that. I'm trying to decide, do I just want to leave this? I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take these things out. I don't even need extra daily tip-ins. This is the daily self-care tip-in, I think, from Jane's Agenda. I know it's still up on the website, so you can find that there. So I'm gonna grab this week and pull it forward into August so that I can kind of, oh, I guess I could show you August. Sorry, I know I'm jumping around. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I didn't. Okay, so I haven't fully decorated August, but of course I've been plugging in events as we go. I did go ahead and set up my monthly prayer page and my like focus and devotional and just kind of prompts and all that. I set this up already, and I could go in and do some more decorating. The stickers came out of this Happy Planner Flowers sticker book. I have used these up a ton. So there's a lot of empty pages and a lot of pages where like I'm missing all the same colors. So to get this sticker set to even work, I went through with my purple marker. This was the mild liner, and just added some purple to these stickers to make them coordinate a little bit more. And then I set up this first week, and I mentioned this last week, I'm going to be using these these daily inserts that came, it was like a week on one page. These came in the August box. So I'm going to be using these just for my daily checklist in place of this tip-in. Just thought I'd give that a try because it's a little bit different format. So here's where I want to plug in my weekly. I guess we're going to put it right there, because once this week's over, I'll take these July pages out, but I just want to like pull out the July tab and kind of get these things all moved. Let's see, I'm gonna take this I'm gonna keep for August. I am gonna pull this thing off because I don't think I need that anymore, and I don't need this list. I've already transferred everything from there, and then this is this week, so we're gonna take this. All right, and then we can have August more where I'm just able to use it. So here we go, July. Okay, so here's where we are for this week as we're finishing things up, and then I can go into July and just take everything out, right? Yes, so I'm gonna take off my little paper clip. Let's take this off first. And then depending on the time, I'm hoping to finish decorating a little bit more of those, like my August monthly page with you. So that's my plan, is to get the covers and stuff changed out and then do a little bit more of that decorating and feel like I have August pretty well set up and ready to go. So I'm just gonna try to take a few chunks at a time. Oh, that's why I was like, why is this so hard? It's because I have this monthly tab in here, and I kind of need to decide, do I want to use this one for my August? I like having a bottom tab for the month, so I'm trying to remember what other ones I have, if I have something that would work. And actually JV plans, I'm going to keep these in here because I do need these for, we're just going to tuck them right here. I need these for the next couple of, well, at least for today. I'm still using that. Okay, but then all of this stuff, let's go back to where we were here. Okay, so my memories can come out. And I may, after JordanVention, put a few of these blank memory pages back in here. I don't mind having them. It's making me do a little bit more journaling sometimes, or just even keeping track of those quotes. But for right now, I just sort of want a clean start as we get into August. Now, I'm gonna pull out, so this is the collection of stuff from the August subscription box, and I'm pretty sure this is going on the front cover. So do I want to use one of these for this monthly divider? I really kind of like this little card, and I think that would look pretty. Let's try layering it on top of this one. Let's see what we think of that. So I'll tuck that in there and kind of, yeah, I like that. This needs to go on all of this. If I can get it on there. There we go. I like that. I feel like that's just kind of a nice cozy vibe as we get into the back to school season. And then that takes me here. Hold on, let me grab my other little page finders and see if I have a different one that I want to use for the monthly spread. Okay, I decided to take this one that's the kind of blush pink that matches the tabs, the side tabs. I decided to take this one out and put it here on my monthly spread, because it's still pretty transparent and easy to see stuff through it, which I do like that. And then I forgot we had this one which says today from Jane's Agenda. This came in a sub box, maybe April, maybe May. I feel like it was this spring-ish, but it's also clear, and I like that it says today, and it actually sticks up a little bit higher than this one. So that feels good that I've got the monthly tab, which is easy to flip to here, and then my today tab at the top, which sticks out even more, so that when my planner is closed, you can easily find that there. Okay, so now I think that's everything for the insides that I was going to change out. So now let's look here. I know I'm gonna take this beautiful sunflower cover off. I do love it, but I feel like I'm just ready for something different, a little bit of a refresh as we go into August. Okay, and I don't know if I want to keep this. I think I'm going to take this off just so it's not getting too stuck to that vellum. It's kind of looking worse for wear, but in a way I kind of like that because I just keep moving it forward into different planner spreads as we go along. So let's take this out. And before I decide for sure on what covers I want to put here, I'm going to take all of this stuff off and just kind of look at things with a clean slate. So I know for sure I'll bring that most likely with me into this next planner. Ooh, it's stuck to double-sided tape. Can I get it off without tearing it? Whew, I did it. Okay, So I got that, and then I had used some museum putty or sticky tack to keep that down. So let me just kind of make my little collection of the decor pieces that I'm taking out. I like this one. This one came in the August box, so I may put that one back in. This came from a friend, and I do like having that, the Serenity Prayer. This was all July, so I can take that out. And then my Jordan Essentials Spring Summer Catalog. This is the one that's retiring, so it's kind of fun to take this out. And then at JordanVention, I'll be getting the new Fall Winter Catalog, and I'll have that to put in here. So, and then this is a notebook I was using for a brain dump. I may still keep this one in here, or I may not. I didn't end up using it after I put it in there, so we'll see. I'm not sure, but okay. So now let's take this outer cover off. Okay. And this one. Sorry, I know that's loud. Oh goodness. Okay. All right, so I'll put this back in storage on my bookshelf and have that for another time when I want a beautiful goldenrod yellow, saffron yellow cover. So I have this one, which I've used before. This is the Jane's Agenda Blush Snap-In cover. It's kind of actually looking a little dirty, but maybe I'll work on cleaning that. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Doesn't bother me too much because you can't really see that. So now let's work on getting these snapped back in. Just there. Helps to hold on to the ring. Okay, so there's the back and the front. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty that looks with these tabs, the new tabs, and that pink behind there. I'm loving that. It's so exciting to have these new things, even though this is an old thing, but just to change out my planner like this every month is one of the things that I do really enjoy about the Discbound system, because it gets me excited all over again. Okay, so I'm most likely going to keep this in here because I just really enjoy that little touch of a nice little note there. And okay, so I have this, and then where'd the other one go? I have, they're all kind of stuck together here. And then I have I Am Deliberate and Afraid of Nothing, which I like. The Intimacy of Being Understood. Doesn't appeal to me as much, but I like the color. And I feel like this one I still really like. They Didn't See It Coming. Let me try that again. They Didn't See It Coming. She Planned It That Way. So I kind of feel like that looks good, just like that. And I don't know, the touch of green on this is a little not what I would expect, but maybe once I get some of my cover things done over here, then it'll be something I like. So we're just gonna do a little touch of sticky tack museum putty there and have that. I do like how the new Jane's Agenda covers have an extra pen loop and these diagonal pockets, which are just so easy to decorate with. So that is something these covers don't have, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna put that there for right now. And I wanted to see if this pink, I mean, it's not terrible in there. It's a little bit different shade of pink. It's just kind of bulky, so I can't decide if this is worth carrying with me or not. I know Jane was talking about how she uses this. I might have to get more sticky tack here. She keeps one in her planner just to do her brain dumps with, but I'm still working on developing some better habits and routines with like my Sunday reset in my planner. I usually end up doing it Monday, but I would like to start doing it more on Sundays. So I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I know I for sure want this. I shall either find a way or make one. I love that. I don't know if I want to put this in here. It does kind of add like a little touch of gold. It's not gold, it's just tan, but it kind of pulls that in. But I could also just put, this was the one that I think I liked, having this in here. Yeah, I know for sure I wanted to use this dashboard, and I'm just worried this vellum is going to get a little bit more beat up if it's not covered with the plastic cover. So that's why I'm hesitant just to do that by itself. I think I'm going to do that. I just like having that kind of protected, but it also feels like it adds another layer of decor too, which is nice. Okay, and then well, let me finish getting this in here and then I'll tell you my next thoughts. This one is brand new, so it's a little harder to get in there. Okay, so I'm still going to keep my Friction 4-color erasable pen with me. I like having this, and especially with this blush pink cover, I think that works nicely. I'm gonna get some more sticky tack because it's driving me nuts already. It's not sticking in there. So let's see. Actually, I probably just need to get some fresh. These are kind of dried out, I think, is the problem. All right, so let's do that. Anyway, this cover doesn't come with a second pen loop, which I was using for a highlighter, and it is kind of nice to have that highlighter handy. So unfortunately, I don't have that. I do have, I think I still have some extra sticky pen loops. Some of them I got from Jane's Agenda and others came from other places. So I could look in my stash and see if I want to, I just don't think I want to stick one on here. I don't think it's going to stick really well because it's this pebble grain leather finish, but also, you know, then it becomes this square and it kind of bulks it up. The other thing I've done sometimes, I'm just thinking about all my options, thinking about them out loud with you. Some of the things I've done before in order to get another pen loop is I had one for a while that was on a laminated plastic dashboard. So it was the same size as these dashboards, and I stuck the pen loop to it, which did work, and that would be another option. Again, it kind of bulks it up because it's that sticker and it sticks on there. So maybe for now, I'll just leave it like this, especially for JordanVention. I don't know. I'll probably have like a separate small pen pouch with me with my highlighter plus some extra pens and stuff. So I don't know that I need a highlighter in my planner per se. But oh my gosh, I just love these tabs. They're so pretty. So yeah, I want to get my index in the front here. And I'll put that in the free printable too. So it'll be the cover index where you can just put the different sections, and then there'll be a cover page for each tab where it says what's in the section. But that is essentially my planner set up. So now my planner is set up for a new month, and because I took out July, it's not quite as bulky. I did add in, oh, it's back here in the reference section. So I was just updating some things on my website, and I thought, well, I should probably have these in my planner. So if you guys ever want to kind of be reminded of them, let me find the tab. And I've been using these tabs a bunch more. These are the ones, were they stuck together? It's these, the Dijon. These might have come in the August. I don't remember. It's all running together. Anyway, so on my website, I have my magnesium guide, which you can download. It's not really great for printing, but I just printed the cover page so I could remind myself of that. And then it's like a 6-page document with all kinds of tips about magnesium. I have a freebie with my wellness weekly planner that you can get that as a printable. It's basically a lot of the stuff I've shared, my mid-year reset. I've been sharing these recently. And then the index card video, I have that freebie that has the worksheet, the zone worksheet, like how to figure out your zones, and then the weekly cleaning checklist. And this was something I was using for a while, and I just put it in there because it kind of gives you another way to look at your week for your household chores and then your day of the week specific tasks. And then this back to school prep list, was from last week, so we're kind of working through that. So those are the freebies I have on my website in case you're looking for those or didn't know I have those. All right, so let me see. I think I have a few more minutes, so let's do a little bit more of the setup of my August pages. And it's not going to be a whole lot. It's mostly just using my mild liners to add some outline and maybe add this quote back in. So let's see. Like I was thinking, it's after the JV plans. There it is. Like I might put the affirmation on this page, and then the scripture meditation might be nice to put up there. So let's do that really quickly. We'll start out with just the things I normally do, which are, I have mild liners in this, does it say the color? Oh, it's starting to come off. Let's see. Violet. That was kind of a no-brainer, but all right. So this is, I have one marker that's just about dried up, and I even threw it away, and then at some point I pulled it back out again because I wanted something. Oh, I think it was when I was doing those stickers. I wanted a very light purple. So we're going to use this right up here. I kind of like to just do a little quick highlight of the days. Sometimes I go straight across and make it more of a solid line, but today I feel like doing this. And then I'm going to also highlight the dates and just do that like a little kind of a page flag look. And that makes those stand out to me visually. And the 31st. Okay, and then let me grab a ruler. And I'm going to just outline the boxes. I think I'm going to go all the way to the edge because, yeah, we go, I don't know, sometimes I don't do this, but today I feel like I kind of want a border around everything. It's amazing how fast the last 2 weeks went. I was thinking about that when I was taking off the yellow, the saffron cover. I remember when I filmed that video and I was unboxing everything thinking, gosh, I really like this yellow cover and I'm not ready to get rid of it and I want to keep using it for a couple of weeks. Well, those 2 weeks have now gone and I do feel like I'm ready to move on to the next thing and have a little bit different look in my planner. And it's just amazing how fast that's gone. My daughter had a good time at camp. That was her first time doing 5 days away from home and away from mom and dad, but she did great. And she even kind of hurt her ankle one time when she jumped into the pool, but she recovered from that just fine and, you know, made it through the rest of the week. I was kind of glad actually the nurse called me just to tell me that it happened and that they had, you know, iced it and elevated it and wrapped it and treated it and they were doing all the things. And she said, I just wanted to let you know and make sure you were fine with everything we've done, which I said, absolutely. I'm not a nurse, so you've done probably more than I would have done because I don't always know what to do. So, and then I never heard anything else. So she was good and she enjoyed her time at camp, and her and her bestie came back. Well, they were super chatty when we first picked them up, and then about halfway through the trip to get back home, it was about a 2-hour drive, then they got kind of quiet and their fatigue set in because they had several late nights and, you know, of course didn't sleep as good because they weren't at home, and then they've been trying to catch up on sleep ever since then. So it was a good time. And that week went by really fast because that was the week my sister got married. So, it just sort of happened, and none of it was planned on purpose that Adelina missed her wedding, but it was kind of a small wedding. And I said, well, you know, we've already got camp planned and paid for, and that's what we're doing. So we're just going to have to say that's what it is today. But that made that week go by pretty fast for me because then all of a sudden it was time to pick up my daughter from camp. All right, so there's my little outlines, and I think I'm actually going to outline this a little bit heavier because it's the end of the calendar, and these kind of like to-do boxes or list boxes over here, just to differentiate those a little bit more. And then, let's see, I think I'm gonna switch to my Zig Clean Color Dot Marker in the color Hyacinth. Oh, there's my recycling getting picked up, so you might hear that. And we're gonna do the prayer. Which page is that on? Okay, let's do it this way. So let's do the scripture on this side, and then on this side I'll do the little affirmation that goes along with it. And let's see, how long is it? Oh yeah, I can do that. Okay, there's my little Bible verse on that side, and my affirmation. I think first what I want to do is get my brush marker, and I think the word I was going to focus on this month is faith, so I'd kind of like to add that up here. Okay, then I might get maybe one more little sticker there if I have it. That was the problem, everything was so big, I didn't have a lot of small stickers. So then up here we're going to put the little affirmation. Okay, that actually, spacing wise, that worked out pretty good. So let's see, where'd that book go? Let's see if I can find, I might just do maybe one of these little leaves if I don't have a, I think I used up all of the flowers that would have, or this could work here. I think this is the same set. So yeah, let's use this. This is pretty. That works for me. It'll fit there. I have to trim just a smidge. Ooh, just barely got it. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to just take off a tiny bit here. There. Okay, and then this little green leaf here could go, where do I want to put this? Could just do it up here. I think I like that actually. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna try to see if I can pull up this one and layer it underneath, maybe? Oh, maybe not. Actually like it better how it was. Okay, let me just move it down a smidge. I don't want to cover up the flower quite as much. There. I think that works. Okay, so now I have those 2 pages kind of decorated and done. This is done, so let's drop this back in here. Let's see, this, yeah, here's my monthly page finder. Oh, this was the other side. I knew there was something else I wanted to decorate. I don't know that I have any other stickers that'll work, but that's okay. Well, I guess these are kind of the same. Yeah, these could work. So first, let me do my tasks here. And then this, projects and goals. And And we're going to take this pen and do tasks. And then I'm going to go back to the ruler and just outline these boxes really quickly. I think. Now I'm second guessing if I should stick down a flower first because these are clear. Yeah. Let's do this. I'm going to cut it in half, about like that. And we're going to put one half over here. And we'll put one half over here. Because I typically have fewer things I'm trying to write in the goal section anyway. There, that is just what I wanted. And then I think we'll go ahead and put a little bit of green probably down here because I usually don't fill up this whole task list section. Do I have anything else that would work? I think that's it. I think I've basically, this is different, right? Or is it the same but just, I don't know. I think it's fine. Oh, these are the ones I had actually used that I put some purple on them, I think. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Can't remember if that's how it came or not. But I'm happy with that. We're just going to leave it at that. Okay, so now, like I was saying, we're going to outline the boxes just to give us a little more definition on that. And I'm just going to do, where's my purple? These are just kind of things to note. So Jane's Agenda's 12-year anniversary is this month, and Nancy, the owner and founder of Jordan Essentials, it's her birthday month, so there's usually some fun specials because of that. And I think that's it. I think that's everything that I was going to do. The only thing I haven't done is set up some kind of a page that says like memories or review. So let me look. I think it's going to be at the very end. Yeah, so this last page here can be my, yeah, that's the weekly. Okay, so this would be the last week of the month. And we're just real quickly going to do a monthly review page here. Let's put a sticker on first. So I'm glad I saw those other stickers because I may, oh, actually I have these too. I think I thought about using this. Let's just do this down here and kind of, do I want to go all the way over and cut out my notches, or do I want it in here? I don't feel like cutting them out, so we're going to be lazy and put it right there. All right, so there's that, and then I'm just going to grab this little guy here. I think these are slightly different flowers, but that's fine. It's enough to just decorate the page a little bit, which is all I was wanting. Wish these were angled the other way, but I don't think any of them are. They're all going the same direction. All right, we'll just leave it like that. So now let's go in and do my title up here. And I normally do what worked, what I want to change. Isn't that what I said? I have to look back at July. Now I can't remember what I said. There it is. Okay, so what worked, let go of or change, and then notes. And I think I'm going to do it on this other side here. that feels like there's kind of a nice flow to the page. I guess I could have done, had I been thinking, I could do that. A little bit there, and we'll just, do I want to put it there or there? Let's try there. It's actually just about off the page, but that's okay. Okay, I think that's good enough. That gives me a little bit of color on the page and a little bit of decoration, and takes care of having that page already set up. So I've got stuff all over my desk. Put a few things away at least. Okay, and then let's pop this back in. So this is gonna go at the end of August. There we go. So I have my monthly review page at the very end. I have set up the first week with the purple, and I don't know when I'll do it. Sometimes I don't end up doing it, but sometimes if I have time or I'm just doing something like watching a show or a movie or a YouTube video, then I'll go through and decorate the rest of the pages. But for right now, I just have that first week set up, which is enough to get me into the month. I do need to set up the next week as we get through the weekend. I'll probably do that on Sunday once I'm home from JordanVention. But at least have this all set and ready to go. I did think of this. I had a call this morning and it reminded me I might need to reschedule this call, but we'll see. I'll probably message Allison and just let her know that timing may not work because my dad is getting a pacemaker. He's a pretty healthy guy otherwise, but he was having a lot of just other random symptoms. And so I finally took him in and said, come on, Dad, we got to get you checked out. And they said he wore a heart monitor for 2 weeks. And they said, yeah, your heart isn't beating right. And there was a time when he was sleeping where he didn't have a heartbeat for 8 seconds. And that was enough to scare us all and go, yeah, Dad, time to get you the pacemaker. So he's getting that, and I'll be taking him to that procedure, but I think they said everything else about his heart's good, so that should be the outpatient procedure, which is kind of amazing that they can do that as an outpatient procedure, but, well, I don't know if it's called outpatient, but he goes home the same day. He doesn't have to stay the night as long as everything goes right. So, all right, got that. Let's kind of flip back to August. We can just review real quickly. We got our pretty little roses and cozy vibe there. Ooh, it's getting dark. I think there was a storm heading our way. Then we have the dashboard page, and somebody had asked about this monthly setup, and unfortunately, I don't think Jane sells this particular one anymore. I think this was called the Executive Monthly, and she has a different version of a monthly that does have the lines, but it just doesn't have this dashboard exactly the same on the front. But if you go online on janesagenda.com, I have the link down in my description box if you want to use my affiliate link. And I do have a code if you're a brand new customer making your first purchase where you can get a discount. So you can just look for lined monthly or even look for monthly, and it'll show you the options they currently have. I'm pretty sure there's a lined monthly. It just has a different dashboard on the front and back. Like this one, this was no dot grid or anything, and I think the new one has dot grid on one side. Yeah, and then we're into this week, which is packing up and wrapping up, and then that'll get moved out of here. My JV plans are all in place there. Let's see. And then this will I'll pull this stuff out too once I get back from JV. So then we'll just go into the first full week of August and getting started and preparing for back to school. So, wow, it got really dark. All right, well, thanks everybody for joining me. I know this was long, but hopefully you enjoyed getting to see the whole process of finishing this setup for not back to school, for August. I was thinking about back to school. And you got to see that little packet of goodies that I got. And other than that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button down below. And if you have questions or you just want to let me know how your planning's going for the month of August and the setup, then leave those in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And I will see you again soon. Have a good one. Bye.